Welcome to Cyber Bytes, your weekly dose in the latest in cybersecurity news. I'm your host, Edwin Kwan, and today we're diving into some major stories that are shaking the cybersecurity world. We've got Notepad++ patching a serious hijacking vulnerability, Google tracking more Chinese hacking groups exploiting React to Shell, PayPal being abused in a new scam, a Chrome extension caught harvesting AI chats, and Google announcing the end of its dark web report tool. So let's get right into it. Our first story today is about a critical security update from Notepad++. It's a popular text editor used by millions of developers. The team just released version 8.8.9 to patch a traffic hijacking vulnerability in its updater tool WinGUp. Here's the issue. Attackers were reportedly redirecting network traffic during software update checks. That meant when the updater tried to download the latest version of Notepad++, it could be tricked into fetching a modified installer from a malicious server. This is a nightmare scenario where legitimate updates can be replaced by compromised executables. The flaw came down to weak validation of file authenticity. Essentially, the updater wasn't thoroughly checking the signature or certificate of what it downloaded. The fix now ensures every update is cryptographically verified, and if the verification fails, the update gets aborted. Notepad++ is also advising users who may have installed older root certificates to remove them, as the software's binary are now signed with a valid GlobalSign certificate. The investigation into how the hijacking was conducted is still ongoing, but for now, users should install version 8.8.9 or newer immediately to stay safe. Now on to our next story, which is one of the biggest stories in cyber espionage this week. Google's threat intelligence team has linked 5 additional Chinese cyber groups to ongoing exploitation of the critical React to Shell vulnerability. This flaw affects the React JavaScript library and can trigger with just a single HTTP request, giving attackers remote code execution on sites built with React or Next.js. That's pretty bad news because React's use across the web is massive. The newly identified threat actors have been using customized malware families, including Minocat, Snowlight, and Comport, plus an updated variant of the High-Sonic backdoor. And it's not just Chinese groups. Google's also spotted Iranian and financially motivated attackers joining the feeding frenzy, sometimes even installing crypto miners like XMRig on exposed servers. According to Google, as many as 116,000 vulnerable IP addresses have been discovered, with most of them located in the United States. It's yet another reminder of how a single open source vulnerability can ripple across the entire global internet ecosystem. Now, let's talk about scams, and this one's pretty clever. Cyber criminals are exploiting PayPal's subscriptions feature to send fraudulent purchase notification emails that actually come from legitimate PayPal domains. The scammers create or manipulate pause subscription notices within PayPal. When they do that, PayPal automatically emails the subscribers from its verified service@paypal.com email address. The scammers hijack that automated message, embedding fake details, claiming you've just purchased something expensive like a MacBook, a gaming console, or an iPhone. The message also conveniently adds a customer support number you can call to dispute the charge. But of course, the number connects you to the scammer who might convince you to transfer funds, install remote access software, or review banking details. Since these messages genuinely come from PayPal servers, they bypass most spam filters, making them incredibly convincing. PayPal has acknowledged the issue, and they say they're working on ways to prevent this abuse. Until then, the rule stands where you should never use the links or numbers in unexpected emails and always contact PayPal directly through official channels. Our next story is an unsettling data privacy discovery. A Chrome extension with over 6 million users has been exposed for secretly harvesting users' AI chatbot conversations. The culprit? The Urban VPN proxy extension. Researchers found that the extension was capturing every interaction type into tools like ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, and Anthropic's Claude. It then sends that information to remote servers. We're talking about full chat logs, user prompts, responses, timestamps, and even unique session identifiers. The extension didn't just operate on Chrome. It also had over 1 million installations via Microsoft Edge. And here's the thing, it was listed as a featured extension in the Chrome Web Store, which should indicate higher trust and security standards. The extension's developer, Urban Cybersecurity Inc., claimed that this data was collected for marketing analytics and promised that it would be anonymized. But researchers uncovered that the data was actually shared, unencrypted and unfiltered, with an affiliated ad analytics company called binaries. The data capture happened regardless of whether the user had enabled AI protection mode, which was ironically supposed to protect privacy during chatbot interactions. It's just another warning to users. Even browser extensions that seem harmless or official can become major privacy risks. If you've got Urban VPN installed, you know what you need to do. Uninstall it immediately. And now we're on to our last story, which is a quiet but notable shift from Google's security lineup. The company just announced it will be discontinuing its dark web report feature in early 2026. This tool, available in Google One, alerts users when their personal information, like an email address or phone number, appears in dark web marketplaces or breach dumps. But according to Google, it didn't provide actionable insights. So starting on the 15th of January 2026, dark web monitoring will stop, and all user data associated with this feature will disappear by mid-February. Google says it's going to focus instead on more practical privacy tools, things like the built-in password manager, password checkup tool, and the results about you feature, which helps users remove personal data from search results. While some users may miss the dark web alerts, this shift signals Google's intention to centralize and simplify security features across its ecosystem rather than maintaining multiple standalone tools. And that wraps up this week's Cyber Bites. From update hijacking to AI chat leaks, it's been a busy week in cybersecurity. Remember, many of these issues come down to the same fundamentals. Keep your software updated, use extensions sparingly, and never trust unexpected emails, even when they look legitimate. If you've enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow Cyber Bites wherever you get your podcasts. And for links to the full stories and technical details that we've discussed, check out the episode's notes. I'm going to be taking a break over Christmas, so this is the last episode for this year. Stay informed, stay secure, and I'll catch you in the new year. This is Edwin Kwan, signing off, and have a great Christmas and New Year.